Hey guys, welcome to my channel Elite Wrestling World. My name is GhostSaad. Thank you guys for joining me right here on AEW GrandSlam Mexico post-show review. Dynamite GrandSlam Mexico was excellent tonight. We are building towards All in Texas pay-per-view, which is going to be a fantastic event. He introduces himself in Spanish and keeps going in Spanish. He says he grew up on a farm and talks about the workers who came to take care of that farm and thanks the crowd for having him in their house tonight. He says AEW and CMLL are united in having the best wrestling in the world and calls out Jon Moxley. He says he won't be wrestling tonight and he's banned from the arena during the main event tonight, but nobody said anything about after the match. He thanks the crowd again and leaves. Dax Harwood and Stokely Hathaway make their entrance. He has good news and bad news and says the bad news is that Cash Wheeler couldn't make it to the show, but the good news is that one half of FTR is here. First match is Adam Cole, Atlantis Jr., Bandito, Brody King, Daniel Garcia, and Templario versus Dax Harwood, Don Callis family and Volador Jr. Bandito and Takashita to start. Circling, feeling out, Bandito counters with a back roll pin. Tag to Templario, missile dropkick heart attack connects, cover for 2. Volador comes in, working with Harwood. Brody King Death Valley driver on the apron takes Josh out. Bandito and Templario with Stereo Munso, Fletcher and Cole fighting up to the stage, King and Archer slugging it out in the middle of the ring. Big Man Suicide Dive connects, Atlantis did IT. Adam Cole, Atlantis Jr., Bandito, Brody King, Daniel Garcia, and Templario win by pinfall with an inside cradle from Atlantis on Dax Harwood. Next is Okada versus Mark Briscoe, circling, collar and elbow. Okada backs him into the ropes and breaks clean. Briscoe starts up the redneck kung fu, dropkick connects. Rainmaker to the floor, Briscoe with a cannonball. Fisherman Buster connects, so close, charging in the corner, Okada catches him with the reverse neck breaker. Froggy Bow, Okada kicks out, Okada reverses and hits the tombstone piledriver. Okada wins by pinfall with the Rainmaker. Next is MJF versus Místico. MJF shoves Místico down and gives himself a round of applause. MJF puts boots to him before taunting the crowd in the turnbuckles. Max bites his forehead, handspring back elbow. Max with a desperate grasping punch and both men are down and out. La Mística blocked, tombstone piledriver on the stage. Max demands the count out, Místico beats the count. Max up top, avalanche Spanish fly. Friedman has had enough and kicks him low, Místico wins by disqualification. Post-match, Max puts boots to Místico, MJF calls for the unmasking and sits down on the luchador and tears his mask off. Max puts the mask on while Bandito rush to the ring. Next is Hologram versus Leo Rush versus Mascara Dorada versus Ricochet. Ricochet attacks Dorada from behind and Leo beats Hologram down. Mascara gets the better of Ricochet, big rising knee. Rush handspring kick takes Dorada out. Hologram and Mascara into it. Drop down. Rush frog splash. Ricochet breaks it up. Dropkick sends Hologram to the floor. Hologram comes over. Backbreaker on Leo. Rush with a schoolboy and his feet on the ropes. Still no. Hologram wins by pinfall with a Revolution Argentine powerbomb, earning himself a $1 peso payday. Next is Mercedes versus Zeuxis for CMLL World Women's Championship. Zeuxis with big uppercut, Mercedes floats over and into the statement maker. Moan headed up top, Zeuxis climbs to join her, avalanche Spanish fly, still no. Looking for the statement maker but the champ pries her grip apart, Mercedes wins by pinfall with a diving crossbody, becoming your new CMLL World Women's Champion. Post-match, a Tony Storm vignette plays on the Tron. Mino appears at the top of the ramp. Tony Storm is behind Mercedes. German suplex sends Moan flying and Storm gives chase. Tony grabs a microphone and shouts, "Let the games begin." It's main event time. Beast Mortos, Death Riders and Young Bucks versus Swerve Strickland, the Opps and Will Ospreay. Ospreay to start opposite Matthew. Will lands a Frankensteiner, Mortos to the floor. Swerve runs in and gets caught with a gutbuster, neck breaker combination. Moxley working Ospreay over. Will staggers him and tags Hobbs in, powerhouse wrecking Yuta. Shibata whips Yuta to the corner, back inside, big lariat for Shibata and the Beast is fired up. Mortos turns to see Joe, they trade punches. Ospreay dives into a super kick party, but he counters the EVP trigger into a double Oscutter. Yuta hits the Busaiku knee, but Shibata immediately puts a sleeper on him. Ospreay sets Moxley up, but a Buck runs interference. Will takes him out, the other Buck knocks Strickland down. Beast Mortos, Death Riders, and Young Bucks win by pinfall with a schoolboy pin and a handful of tights from Jon Moxley on Swerve Strickland. Post-match, Hangman Page gets in the ring and starts slugging it out with Moxley. Buckshot takes a Buck out instead because John ducks. Hanger charges after the Death Riders. He stares the Bucks down on his way back to the ring. That's the show, folks. Please guys like and share this video, subscribe to my channel and keep watching Elite Wrestling World.